Thanks for the open bar. I'll come. I'll make sure to announce that.
We're live. I'll call the May 20th, 2019 City Council meeting to order. Call of the roll.
John Hawkins,
Here.
Matt McKinney, Brian Miller,
Here.
Jim Talbot,
Here.
Logan Welch.
Here.
Call for motion to approve the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item A, this is the time of the meeting that a citizen may address the council on a matter not on the agenda. Except in case of emergency, the City Council will not take any action at this meeting, but may ask City staff to research the matter and have the matter placed on the agenda for a future meeting. Anyone have anything?
Good evening. My name's Tony Jones. I own T&D Handyman Services here in town. This is my boy Derek, my wife Anna. We own 610 Superior Street, right beside Mary Lou Woodhouse. We have the big black building. We have the lot to the east of her. We've got some letters from Elise that we need to get rid of our camper, get rid of our pile of wood down there. We had some junk vehicles that we've addressed. I just want to try to increase our business if we can. I know we've lost a lot of business in town. I feel bad for that. You know, maybe someday here I might want to sell some wood. I might want to sell some mulch. I might want to sell some river rock. You know, why can't I get zoned and everybody else can do it? And she told us today when she called, she said, are you going to get rid of that camper that's down there? You're gonna get rid of that wood. We need it done before Junk Fest. We need it to look good. I said, well, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I mean, I got 150 jobs I do. You know, I'm busy every day. I mean, but I don't think my property looks that bad. But I'll do what you guys tell me to do, but I want everybody else to play the game too. You know, what's fair is fair. So, do I have to move that pile of wood? Do I have to move that camper? Can I gravel my whole lot? Then can I have stuff down there? I just, you know, like I said, my boy has good pasture tree service, and he's, you know, we're just trying to, you know, get some business going here and maybe hire some full-time guys, you know, but I just want some answers from you guys.
I appreciate you grabbing me before the meeting and kind of filling me in. When were you given a letter from the city?
Well, we've had the property, what have we owned the property, 10 years?
Well, some of this time.
Yeah, just
This time probably about a month ago.
1 month. Okay,
So we just had till Sunday to clean it up.
I got you. And then she called today as like a follow-up.
Yeah, she said
like,
we got till Wednesday because, you know, we need that property looking good for Junk Fest. Well, you know, I'm all over this town and there's a lot other properties that's a lot worse than what mine are. And I just want to address what's going on. I'll do what you guys tell me to do, but I want everybody else to play the game too and play fair.
And Tony, that's kind of the situation we're in. That, you know, sometimes letters go out and maybe they just, the only reason you may be being singled out is because you're on a busy intersection. And maybe it hasn't become a winner.
That's not fair either.
I know it's not. And I'm not saying that's the case at all. I'm just saying, like, we just start sending letters out, but we're covering across the board. They legitimately are going after offenders. We recently changed our junk car ordinance, tweaked it a little bit, and just got more aggressive about it. I don't know how to actually enforce it.
I mean, you know, like I said, I'm all over town. You know, if I got to move that pile of wood that we heat the shop with, I can give her about 100 other places that has piles of wood and stacks of wood around town, and campers that's in, you know, that's on grass areas. I mean, you want me to rock the whole lot? Can I put a fence up? You know, I need some options. What to do?
Conflicting things too. She says can't store nothing outside, but then says anything stored outside needs to have rock under it. It's like, well, you just said I can't store nothing
So
outside.
is that pretty well what she said, is if you put rock down, you could have this stuff there?
In one breath, but the breath before, she said you can't store anything outside because we're C.
I have a 1994 Dutchman camper that's sitting on grass. Why is my 2016 camper okay?
Yeah.
And it's on paved and on gravel, you know? But I just, like I said, I want to increase our business in this town. I love Webster City, you know, and I don't want to lose any more jobs, you know? And my boy, you know, he started a tree service. Maybe I might want to start selling landscaping stuff, you know?
What are you zoned there now?
C2 business, I think, and I think that's the brown on the map. And then I asked her about rezoning.
Like spot zoning, why can't we get spot zoning?
Pro and all that area.
Well,
is
it's
M1.
illegal to do
Yeah.
spot.
Well,
It is, okay.
yeah,
Map though, and I believe you're bordering
yeah, our
another,
whole north side, the city building, Tile Pro, they're all M1, so that's touching our property minus the railroad, so that wouldn't be spot zoning, right?
Can we just get Elisa to give us like a
So we can.
history?
We'll have to get.
So we know what's going on?
and that's the thing, Tony, like, we can't do, like, what the mayor just stated before this section.
I just wanted to come to a meeting tonight to address you guys what's going on, because I'm not gonna have time to clean it up before this weekend if you know, whatever we cleaned down there this weekend. I think it looks pretty good,
Okay.
you know? But, I mean, he's got his boom truck, you know, he's got his chipper, I got my snowplow trucks, I got my, you know, my camper and stuff. So I just need some options and,
Correct answer.
or a correct answer what we need to do. Because like I said, I wanna increase our business in this town.
Okay.
I mean, we're kind of bound at this point without being able to take action. The best thing I can do is follow the letter. You know, I mean, really, we can't say, we can give you an extension and we can't say otherwise really at this point. You know, maybe come down, talk to Elise, maybe a councilman or the mayor can be available sometime this week to kind of talk about options, but I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to kind of go with the letter. And I'm afraid to say that, but unless you get put on the agenda, we really can't alter that at this point, you know what I'm saying?
So like take that camper and go put it up in my driveway? Take the wood and take it out to our farm and put it for a while and bring it back?
Well, I wouldn't bring it back, but what what I would do is, I would just work with Elise as much as you can, and if you need to, bring one of us into the conversation. I would not want to step on her toes at this point, not knowing the background on her end. And again, no offense, Tony, I know you guys are coming to us because you want to talk this. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything about it at kind of midnight hour.
We can't do anything at
Right.
this,
That
you know,
quick.
because as I was, as in the beginning, we can,
But now that you guys have it in,
yeah. But you
we-
can bring it to us here next time and.
Yeah, there's, like I say, I mean,
But
seeing
there's
you
gotta
tonight's
be
first I've
answers
heard of
to
this.
this.
yeah.
If the wood's there for you to burn in your thing, then you must be able to have it stacked there because.
And your bigger issue is you want future. So
Yeah, I
if
mean-
we can get some history from Elise and see what his options potentially would be.
The thing she tells us is we just can't have no outside storage at all. Well, then I'm gonna have to go somewhere different because we need outside storage.
Yeah.
You know, we need, you know, store our stuff or park our stuff, you know? So, what's that?
He's from Webster City. He's happy to be here.
Thank you very much.
All right.
We'll work with you. Yeah, I don't know in what capacity yet, but bring us on board, and maybe if it's gotta be the next council meeting, we'll hash something out, or we'll talk about, like, you know, Brian mentioned, maybe like future plans, like if it is a zoning thing, or if it is a maybe reclassification of what you're storing where, or something like that.
Right.
So we'll figure something out, Tony.
Okay, thank you very much, appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
I need to go to the public hearings.
You want to go to the public hearing first? Okay. Going to move on to item 1, or C, general agenda. Item 1 on the agenda is a public hearing at 6:05 PM on proposed plans and specifications, proposed form of contract, and estimate of costs for the 605 Second Street demolition project where we're cancelling.
Yeah, so we just need a
So-
motion to cancel it.
So we need a motion to cancel that public hearing?
Because there were no bids received.
Yeah, we have no.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And B is public hearing on budget amendments. I'll open the hearing. Are there any written objections?
No written objections,
Are there any oral objections?
no oral objections.
I'll close the hearing. Dodie, did you want to talk on that at all? I guess you know, we put it all there in front of, for us anyway, we've,
If you have any questions, I tried to explain each one,
yeah.
each area that was being amended. It's just a requirement every May, if we're gonna spend more or receive less than what we had budgeted. And I feel that I was maybe a little generous, just in case.
Just in case, yeah, because it
I
saves us
asked all the
having another
departments
correction.
if your worst, if, let's say you had a piece of equipment that you're just kind of trying to baby along until July 1, if that didn't happen and we needed to spend money, you know, what would that be? So I'm hoping that we really will not spend this extra, and hopefully like property taxes, you know, we do get the full amount, but. So, I don't know if you have questions.
Anyone have any questions?
I'll compliment you. I read your information in the minutes, so congratulations, you and your staff.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I understood it, so it's good.
All right, thanks, Dodie. I'll call for a motion on the resolution amending the current budget for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2019.
So moved.
Second?
Did you want a roll call?
We can. Talbot,
Yes.
Welch,
Yes.
Hawkins,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Okay, that's all for the public hearings. We'll go back to public information. Just a reminder that there's 7 PM tomorrow night, there's a meeting here at City Hall for the people on the electrical underground. That's 7 PM, wasn't it, Ken? So those, you should have got a letter in the mail if it's affecting you, so. But we encourage you to come down and be here. Other than that, anyone else got anything for it? We've got the ladies here.
Well, just this weekend, Avenue of Flags Legion plans to put flags out on the 23rd. That's the plan, dependent upon weather. And there'll be a proclamation by the mayor at the Avenue of Flags building for Thursday at 9 AM in the morning. So if you can make it, Pat, appreciate it. So hopefully we'll get the flags up again for Memorial Day, but Mother Nature's got to cooperate a little bit with us on that.
Yeah, the kids are gonna take caps off at 1 o'clock Wednesday, and at 2 o'clock, Ron plans on putting out the first trailer.
On Wednesday, I know I talked to him Friday, and it's still up in the air.
Because of the weather.
Yeah, it's juggling, yes.
So I have a proclamation for Poppy Day, and we have the members of the Legion Auxiliary here.
One other thing, John, so obviously Junk Fest this weekend and then the first farmer's market, we have 15 vendors this year, so assuming some of them might not be there because produce ain't ready, but a lot of vendors.
Come on up, ladies.
Farmers market is just Saturday, or is it?
They can go
The
the whole
whole
thing,
weekend,
is what we
okay.
agreed, but I don't think many of them would take that opportunity. Broden's not selling honey all 3 days.
I got a big one. So I, John Hawkins, Mayor of the City of Webster City, do claim that the date of May 24th of 2019 is Poppy Day in Webster City, Iowa, and ask that all citizens pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom by wearing the memorial poppy on this day.
I'd like to say that we will be at Fairway and Hy-Vee on Friday morning, and on Saturday morning will be at Hy-Vee only, so if you want your poppy, we'd be glad to see you.
My puppy's not gonna stand up. Okay. Item B is minutes and claims. The following items have been deemed non-controversial routine actions to be approved by the council in a single motion. If a council member or member of the audience wishes to have an item removed from this list, will be considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. I have item 1 as minutes of May 6th, 2019. Item 2 is a resolution on payroll and period for the period ending May 11th, 2019 and paid on May 17th. Item 3 is a resolution on bills and a memo and fund list.
I move to approve 1, 2, and 3 collectively.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item 2 is a resolution setting a time and place for a public hearing on proposed rezoning of property from C3 Highway Business District to R1 Single Family Dwelling District, said property being located along Superior and Edgewood Drive, Webster City, Iowa, for June 3 at 6:05 p.m. Carla, did you want to talk on that at all, or? It's pretty just setting a public hearing, so it's not, yeah. And we got the same in the next one. Call for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item 3 is a resolution setting time and place for a public hearing on proposed rezoning of property from A1 Agriculture District to C3 Highway Business District, said property being located along East 2nd Street of Webster City, Iowa, for June 3 at 6:05 p.m.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 4 is a resolution setting time and place for a public hearing on the proposed rezoning of property from R2 Multiple Family Dwelling District and M1 Light Industrial District to C3 Highway Business District, said property being located along James Street and Prospect Street, Webster City, Iowa, for June 3 at 6:05 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item 5 is a motion setting new date and times for clean-up drop-off event in the middle school parking lot. We had a conflict, the trash man had a conflict for the week before, so we moved it to June 14 from 12 noon till 4 p.m. and June 15 from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. for the city clean-up drop-off event.
Need
Call for
a
motion.
motion.
Yeah, we need a motion.
I move.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I did have a question on that, John. There'll be a list posted on the radio of what you can and cannot take there.
We're gonna post
We'll have
them
a
again,
flyer,
we have
yeah.
a flyer.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Flyer
I've been
and-
asked about TVs and,
I'll send one to the paper and the radio. Yep.
all right, thank you.
Question?
Yes.
Are you providing pickup service for those who don't have the ability to get their items down there?
We do, we still have we get some volunteers to help us do it. We still give a few. We don't, it's not we can't do it, can't handle a lot of them, but
You put that notice on the flyer?
I think we did last year.
I think
didn't
we did, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get the wrestlers on board too, so.
Yeah, it's changed. Item 6 is a first reading of a proposed ordinance, an ordinance amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Webster City, Iowa, 1996, by adding Chapter 174 pertaining to small wireless facility antenna tower right-of-way siting. Sighting. Is that sighting or sitting? Sighting. Yeah. Okay, call for a motion.
So moved. Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 7 is the first reading of a proposed ordinance, an ordinance adopting and enacting a new city code for the City of Webster City, Iowa, as the Code of Ordinances of the City of Webster City, Iowa, 2019. This must be the other part of that, is it?
This is the actual,
adopting unit
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right, this is your new, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the new code book, yeah,
You can't use it yet till we adopt this,
yeah.
but,
We've got a couple more readings yet, yeah.
so about a year ago, we started the process and went through the code and made changes and updates, and now it was delivered last week, so we need to pass an ordinance to adopt the new code.
And that will be where people can read it then.
Yep, and it
They
will
want
be,
to, yeah.
it'll be on the website. We'll have a link that'll go directly to the site that's hosting it, that they can print things off or
Okay, good,
look at it. And
thank you.
that won't happen until after it's passed and adopted, though, as well.
So a call for motion.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 8 is a resolution adopting a group benefit plan for city employees beginning July 1, 2019, with Iowa Governmental Healthcare Plan, third-party administrator, employee fee benefits systems. Do you want to? I see that we didn't have any increase last year, so I guess we knew we were going to get something.
Well, last year we had a 3.39.
Was it
The
three?
year before, we didn't have
Oh, it was the year
any
before,
increase,
that's right,
but,
yeah.
This is the highest increase we've had since 2011. So each year, we're a member of a pool. There's about 33 city counties and a couple of school systems in this pool. We are given our increase at the beginning of the year, and then I have an employee committee that I work with, and we get together and kind of go through what our initial increase is, what our options are to make changes to our plan to help bring that down, and then we work through that together. So through that process this year, we decided to go with a higher deductible plan. On the Wellmark side, we go purchase a very high deductible plan and then self-fund it down. So this year, to bring the increase down, we started at $775. To bring that down, we went with a higher deductible plan on the Wellmark side to bring that down to the 5%. Last year, we changed networks to bring it down, which did involve some sacrifices on the employee's part as far as drugs and other things go, a lot more restrictions in order to bring it down. So it's a great process. The committee's great to work with, and we've been able to manage our healthcare costs pretty good for the last several years through this program. So everybody's really happy with it.
Well, 5%, you know, lots of us had way bigger than that. So.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Anyone have any questions? Call for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item 9 is a motion to refer to Planning and Zoning Commission a request to vacate a portion of 3rd Street right-of-way adjacent to the 1539 2nd Street. Did you want to talk on that one at all, Carla? Probably best to.
I don't get it. Not understanding what spot they're talking about.
Per the municipal code, anybody that is requesting to have us vacate an alley or a street, any public right-of-way, it has to be referred from you to the Planning and Zoning Commission to study it and give their recommendation to you. This is a deal where somebody's trying to sell their property, and lo and behold, an addition that was put on years and years and years ago is sitting in the city right-of-way on vacated 3rd Street. So we have to, no, excuse me, it's not vacated, it's just 3rd Street. It appears vacated, but it's not being, because it's not being used. But, so we have to go through the vacation and disposal process to do it, but you have to tell P&Z to do it.
Is this a first for this council? Because I've never heard this before. I mean,
No, it's not a first.
no, I mean
That
for our
wouldn't be a
council.
first, but
for our
it's,
group.
it's pretty unusual, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, I was like, man, that's a,
Where they're encroaching, you mean, is that?
or just the what we're doing right now, asking P and Z to do it. I mean,
Yeah, how long ago was that built? I mean, you know,
I know we've asked for vacating,
Pardon?
and
Didn't we vacate, we vacated
Okay.
3rd Street where, Dollar Tree's at?
Yeah, but we haven't vacated this piece.
vacated, that's ours, We vacate that portion? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you vacate a dollar, or Dollar Tree does.
Right, yeah.
We still own it, it's just
Okay,
vacant,
that's
it's no
what it is.
longer a road.
I got you, I got you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right, cause that road was supposed to cut through the parking lot of Hy-Vee at one time, so,
Exactly.
okay,
So this is like way farther down, where the property is the Flamingo Hotel, the old Flamingo Hotel.
yeah, I got you.
To the
yeah.
back corner of
Right,
that.
and you're
it's
saying
sitting
Third Street's
on-
supposed to go all the
what
way
would've
through there,
been
even though
Third
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
so Third Street jogs, if it were to keep going, it would run into the back of that property. But it's stopped at, what is that?
So those trees, when you looked out the back behind the hotel, those trees are actually on Third Street, so that whole row of trees that's there.
No, actually, and I'm not asking because I'm like, this seems weird. This is just new to me, but you're right, we did technically vacate a road on that, okay. Thought I was learning something new, but I guess I learned something new a year ago and forgot it. Now I learned something new.
Okay, so call for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 10 is a resolution assigning development agreement between City of Webster City and Canyon Hill Ridge LLC to Lincoln Savings Bank regarding assignment of TIF payments. So it's pretty well self-explanatory, really, I guess, that we're assigning them, instead of paying the LLC, we're paying the bank
It's
direct.
just this is just, the bank is, part of the agreement, the loan agreement with Canyon Hill Ridge LLC. They wanted to make sure that their collateral was the TIF payment, so we just agreed to consent to the assignment, but it doesn't affect our agreement with anybody
No.
other than who we write the check to at the end, so.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 11 is a resolution approving change order number 1 to the 2018 Dubuque Street Bridge Repair Project with Pedersen Contractors Incorporated of Rhinebeck, Iowa.
This is pretty straightforward. There's a section of the decking that is delaminated and now it's the time to repair it. They're there.
It's only going to put the opening off a couple of days anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
I think
reopening.
the weather has had more of an influence on it
Yeah,
than
yeah.
this well.
Well, yeah, it's not over yet.
Yeah.
Did you want to wait for the next one? Okay. So call for a motion on the bridge repair.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Item 12 is a resolution approving change order number 1 to decrease in the contract amount of $6,070.40 to the 2018 Superior Fairmeadow Intersection Project with Construct Incorporated of Ames, Iowa.
This is, get the change order. It's actually balancing the books so that we can close out in the next one. Number 13 is to close out Superior Fairmeadow intersection. That has gone very well. Remember Quick Star paid for the majority of that intersection remodel to the tune of $412,000. Our portion is around $89,346. So that was a good.
This adjustment, does this go back to us? Or do we have to like divvy it
No,
up?
this goes to us.
Okay. Oh, very good.
Call for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved. Thanks, Ken. Item 13 is a resolution accepting work authorising pay request number 4 in the amount of $18,842.30 and pay request final number 5 retainage in the amount of $25,063.78 to be paid in 30 days to Construct Incorporated of Ames, Iowa for completion of contract for the 2018 Superior Fairmeadow Intersection Project. Call for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion approved.
It's just a link.
Engineers.
Is that what she's talking about, the link on the bottom?
Not related, I mean related but not, okay.
Yeah. I didn't have that in mind. Okay. Item D, reports and recommendations of officers, boards and commissions. The following items have been deemed to be non-controversial routine actions to be approved by the council in a single motion. If a council member or a member of the audience wishes to have an item removed from this list, it will be considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. I have item 1, motion to accept and place on file the Planning and Zoning Commission minutes of May 13, 2019. Item 2 is a motion to accept and place on file the City Manager April reports, electric, wastewater, water, electric year-to-date and water year-to-date. Code enforcement, we have a motion to accept and place on file the Police Department April report. Item 4 is a motion to accept and place on file the Fire Department April report. And item 5 is a motion to accept and place on file the Hamilton County Solid Waste Commission May agenda packet.
I move to approve 1 through 5 collectively.
Second.
All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The other things we need to, do we talk about the interview?
Let's do that under other items.
I want to do it, so we're moving through to, anyone else have any other reports? So we can do that, oh, you got the parade request from American Legion?
Yep. Street Department, Police Department, Fire Department are aware of it, so I'll issue the permit tomorrow.
So the post 191 for May 27th. It's parade.
Memorial Day Parade.
Yep.
And then the other thing that we need to, a week ago Friday was the deadline for applications for boards and commissions, and I had sent out an email to all of you regarding interviews. A couple said they wanted to interview everybody. I don't know, I need some direction as to when you want me to schedule them, who,
Because we've got
All
about 3.5
new.
hours of
Yeah.
of interviews if we're,
new
right?
applicants, we would interview. I think the question is with the ones who are currently serving on a board or commission, if there's a need to re-interview them, or if they could choose, if they want to have the option of interviewing or not, and let them decide.
yeah, do we have,
So like using Parks and Rec as an example, we have 2 that are on and 2 applying, right? And for how many spots?
There's 2 vacancies,
Okay.
and there's actually 4 applicants, because the 2 that are currently on there reapplied, and then we have 2 other applicants.
So I guess my personal opinion is the reapplies, we've already interviewed them, why not let them hold their spot? That's just me, though.
No, I agree with you on that.
I would-
We've
yeah.
interviewed them once.
we've interviewed them and they're already in the position, unless there's a reason, unless we have a reason to move them off the board, then I don't see why we would
In my,
change it.
in my reply to Carol, I mentioned I wanted to interview them, all of them, because some of the people that have served on these have served quite a while, and these, maybe not, I think these 2 we've actually appointed, just taking the Parks and Rec as an example. You know, the reason I like to interview everybody is sometimes opinions change, direction changes, maybe their own personal wants out of the board they serve on have changed. Maybe a better fit for them is in another board or commission. And that's the time we really kind of get them one-on-one in front of the council, where they can have us legally in front of the council and then tell us kind of what's going on in their board and tell us what they're feeling about it. So I really encourage us to interview everybody just for the benefit of them, more so us even. Another thing too is, you know, they kind of got to earn their spot again. You know, I don't think it should just be assumed that they should hold their spot.
Well, that's
So
true, too.
It's another.
Yep.
I feel it's almost like an unfair advantage to any incumbent, or sorry, like newcomer coming in there and being like, "Hey, I'd like to get on this board." Like, well, sorry, the guy that's been on it or the girl that's been on it for a term is just a shoo-in. You know, so that's where I struggle a little bit on the fairness, you know, so.
But if there were 6 applicants for 4 spots and 2 of them were re-ups, then I'd say interview them all. But we need to fill 4 spots, and we struggle to get people to
Need to
come.
fill
No, there's
2.
two.
We have,
There's just
in the
two.
Park and Rec one, we've only got 2.
total with 4 applicants.
We have 4
Oh, I wasn't
applicants, not
following,
2.
so
Yeah.
potentially, okay, I'm following you now, sorry.
So yeah, so 2 of those names will not be on that board, you know, and that's where I feel like we sit them all down and just kind of go over kind of maybe what we want to see out of that board moving forward. Might be different than what it was 4, 6, 8, 10 years ago, whenever that individual may have started serving on that board. So again, I know it's a huge time commitment, and maybe we do a hybrid, like Carol kind of mentioned, is one option is give them the option to show up and interview. And they don't come there and plead their case, they might get, you know, outshone by somebody, you know, really raring to go on a board or a commission, so, and then if they choose not to, that's their choice, not saying they won't get reappointed, but it might, you know, make it harder for us to reappoint them against somebody else. Again, I don't wanna see us all, you know, sitting in a room for 4 or 5 hours, and tying up city staff necessarily, but if we can do it strategically and kind of
We might be
dynamically.
able to break it down into
Yeah.
2. We've got a couple of times we're gonna be meeting here in the next few weeks.
And I also don't wanna make it feel, and especially if any board or commission members are listening, please don't take any offense to this. This is just, we wanna make sure everyone's on the right board and commission. If we feel you're better served on somebody else, on some other board or commission, it might be a good time to sit down with you and talk about options, you know? So, I hope nobody takes any offense to me wanting to interview everybody. It's really, more for their benefit than mine, so.
I guess the incumbent should be given the option if they want to interview or not. I mean, it's not saying it should be carte blanche, give them the option if they feel something is germane that they want to bring to our attention, do it. But, you know, I don't think we need to bring everybody in, but that's just my opinion.
I'd be happy to support an option.
Yeah.
For them to opt out, but we should.
So
extend
contact
it.
all applicants, and the ones who are reapplying, give them the option
They
if they
can
would like
have
to
the option whether
interview.
they wanna interview or not. And
So
then,
when do you wanna try to do these?
When have we've got a work session coming up, when, at the end of
29th?
29th? Have we got time?
What time is that
Are we gonna have
starting,
time on that
Beth?
day?
Do you
'Cause-
know? Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a time yet, and it sounded like it was gonna be more come and go or something, somewhat,
The
but,
first part of it was kind of, it's your,
yeah. I don't know how we're gonna go on a day like that. Yeah, you're gonna be on a day like that, Brian, where it's in the afternoon on a Thursday, you know, it's,
Oh, that's the thing we already
isn't that
have.
a Thursday?
think it's a
Or is that a
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday,
Wednesday
29th.
afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, for that, it was for the city manager stuff you're talking, I plan on taking afternoon off, so,
Okay.
but I can't do that, you know.
No, you can't do
All the
that the other
time.
time. no.
Right.
I mean, I want to, but I can't.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get
Well-
with, Beth tomorrow and see if we can.
If we could
pinpoint-
nail down some sort of time, then we'd have,
We
that way
could
we could set it up.
Try to set some
beforehand
of them up before that meeting, and then maybe set some up prior to the meeting
To the council meeting.
in June.
Can you resend me those times so I make sure I have them off?
Well, we don't have an actual time on that,
Okay.
on that day yet, so, on the Wednesday. They didn't give us a strict time on that letter we got the other day, so. Yeah, because it sounded to me like he was gonna have us sort of wandering through or something. It's like, I'm not sure how that works, but.
Yeah, didn't he classify as an open house or something like that?
Yeah,
Email or something?
yeah, it's like, okay.
Okay.
So I guess if he doesn't not wanna nail it down, then we'll have to pick a time and then we can start from there, so. Cause, yeah, cause even if they wanna be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I don't know, maybe we can look at from 1 o'clock and we'll do something.
But that would be a good day though, right?
Yeah, it'd be a perfect time.
Okay.
But maybe we could get a couple of hours in, which means if we can get if they can get the time off,
Right,
cause that's the
right.
part that's gonna be hard.
Okay.
I'm sure most of them are working, so.
All right, we'll work on that now that I know what direction to head with it.
Anything else? Somebody?
I move to adjourn.
second.
All those in favour, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Thanks, everybody.